Hi guys, so welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shatoka, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. So today I actually wanted to share a video sharing my experience at the Goodwill Bins. I visited last weekend for the first time, and I wanted to share with you guys my experience, what to expect if you go to one, and also a haul because I got this cute pink blazer from there, so absolutely love it. So yeah, if you're interested to see this type of content, go ahead and stick around. So if you are new here, welcome. And on this channel, the majority of my content is sewing related. However, I do love to thrift, and I usually thrift locally. However, this time I wanted to go ahead and visit the Goodwill Bins that are in Wisconsin. So I'm in Chicago, and for me, from the north side of the city going up to Wisconsin where the Goodwill Bins are was about an hour and 20-minute ride. So I wanted to go there, get some footage, share with you guys the process. If you have one near to you and you enjoy thrifting, what that would be like. So I first came to know about the bins from my son. He also likes to thrift. We will thrift together, and he moved to New York back in February, but he was home visiting for the weekend, and he asked me did I want to go, and I definitely wanted to. So when he went last year, he went with a friend, and I remember seeing the pictures and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like really cool. So I wanted to make it back there, but I just didn't get around to it. And also I feel like this is something that we'll probably just do together once in a while. So like whenever he comes home to visit, I'll be like, let's take that drive to go up there. I don't really see myself driving up there as often because I do have local thrift stores that I shop at. Primarily it's Salvation Army for me because I have a really nice location not far from me that I love to shop, and I always find gems in there. And there are a few other local thrift stores that I will shop, but I really liked my experience and I wanted to share it with you guys. So this Goodwill Bins location is actually in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. So again, for us, it was like an hour and 20-minute drive. We went on, did we go on Friday or Saturday? Yeah, I think we went, yeah, we went on, actually we went on a Thursday, and I wanted to go on a weekday because I just assumed like it's gonna be a little bit more crowded on the weekend. So we drove up, traffic wasn't bad going up. Going back, it was pretty bad, and it took like an hour and 45 minutes for us to get back, but the trip was totally worth it because I got so many goods. So we drove up there. They are open daily. That location is from 9 to 7, and on Sundays they are closed at 5, but it's also not a donation center, so like it's really just for you to go there to find things. So what's really unique about it is that they sell their items by the pound, so you weigh your items. So our items, our clothing items, were like $1.39 a pound, I believe, and we had to weigh them. When I got to the end of mine, I actually was like a little bit short of coming down on the price, so I actually went back and grabbed a couple more items that I had eliminated in my process and added them so that I can get the lower rate, and my total went down like drastically. So I was glad that I did that. But when we first went in, it could be a little bit overwhelming, but because I had saw, you know, pictures from when he went last year, I knew what to expect. But I will definitely recommend that if you go, make sure you have some time. I did see some people with gloves. It is thrifted things. It's not like it's, I mean, nothing was like soiled or anything, but if you're kind of like, you know, don't like germs and stuff like that, I would say take some gloves. But it's just a huge open area full of bins pretty much of clothing. So they do have it sectioned off to where you do have shoes in like an area, you have like home decor things in a different area, and then all the clothes are just like dumped in all these different bins around the place. And so when I first went in, I just wanted to like go in order and just make sure that I can graze over. Like we weren't in a rush for time or anything, but I did notice that there were people like lining up by the bins, and I asked my son about it, and he told me those were resellers. So I'm not a reseller. I thrift for myself, and I love to find things that I can wear, like this blazer that I absolutely love. Or I'll look for textiles. I'll look for like bed sheets, fabric that I can use to recreate something because I do so. So that's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for items to resell, but resellers go to these locations because obviously they can get things for really, you know, cheap prices and sell them on their, you know, on their shops. So they were lined up, and my son was telling me, like, it's just like known that you are courteous in that process. You won't just come and get in front of them in line, but they brought out new bins like every 20 to 30 minutes. They set them all up, and then someone that works there would just be like, shop. And then they all converge because they're looking for certain things. Like my son was saying, like, you know, they're looking for like Carhartt jackets, like Levi things, just different things that I guess like their shops would sell and they could turn a profit. So they'll just be like going on digging and digging and digging. So it was interesting to see. He actually did record video footage for me for this video. So I'm going to be inserting clips so you guys can see that process. But I wasn't really interested in doing all of that. And I mean, they were really organized. Like people weren't jumping over each other, but you know, they were like on a hunt. So they were kind of like more so frantically looking through the fabric, like not the fabric, through the clothing to try to find the items that they, you know, would be like good sellers for them. So for me, I just like stayed on the outside. And then once they were done looking at those bins that they brought out, I would go over, you know, and look and see if there's anything else. Because for me, again, I'm looking for things that I can wear or things that I can flip for myself, like a thrift flips. So yeah, but overall it was a really good process. I filled up my cart. Me and my son actually filled up both of our carts. I believe I spent about $32, and it was totally worth it. Like, yes, it's a little bit of drive to go out, but it was totally worth it for me. I ended up getting 4 blazers for myself. I had several clothing items that I picked up for my boyfriend's daughter that I think that she'll be able to fit just fine. I actually ended up finding a couple pieces of fabric that I'm going to use for making things. So I'm like, that's totally worth $30. So at the end, you will roll your cart over like a thing that weighs it, basically a scale, and they will weigh it, and that's how you end up paying. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. Like I said, I think I definitely we'll have that just be a thing that we do. Like when he comes home, if he's feeling like it, then we'll just take the drive and go up and make a day of it. But it was really cool. But I do think my preferred method would be like locally thrifting, because for me, thrifting, I have to be in the mood for it. You know, I like to go in, I like to browse and take my time. So I'll just drop in from time to time when I feel like digging, and that's the joy of thrifting. At least for me, it is. Like, I love to go through the racks and like find you know, find those gems. So I'm going to show you guys what I ended up picking up. So I'll start first with the blazer that I have on. So this is a 9 West blazer, and it's a size 10. Again, all these items are by the pound, and that's how I picked them up. So no clue what this would be in a regular Goodwill store, but Goodwill prices are pretty good. You start running into problems with things being like overpriced when you go to those more curated thrift shops. So I will go to those from time to time, but for the most part, I go to Goodwill stores and Salvation Army because they are still reasonably priced. But more and more people are getting into thrifting, so you know, you can see some of those prices going up. But this blazer I really love. It's a really nice material, so I do have to push up my sleeves, but that's something that I have to do quite often because I have long arms. But I love it. I love it has like this little button detail. I actually can button it, but I always prefer to just have my blazers just more of a relaxed look. And today I'm going to be styling all of the blazers that I have, and I'm showing you guys with just this bodysuit, and I have on a pair of Zara jeans, which I'm really excited about these Zara jeans because for like a few years I was not able to fit into Zara jeans, but I grabbed this size 14 and they fit so nice. So I'm so glad that I was able to fit in those. But yeah, I'm just gonna put the different blazers on so you guys can see them, but absolutely love them. I am gonna grab the items because they're right here on a rack and show them, but I'll have a cutaway of me in the items. So I found also like just a regular men's button up. I needed one in my wardrobe, and I was like, why not? So after I came home, I ended up laundering all these things. But yeah, Again, I paid 30 bucks and I have like several blazers. Well, not several, like 5 blazers and a few shirts and some fabric. Totally worth the trip. So again, this is just a men's white button up, and you know, this, you just gotta have one of these in your wardrobe, or a few. You know, you can dress them up, dress them down, and I prefer a men's shirt because the sleeves will be long enough for me. And so the next thing I want to show you guys is this actual like caftan. I just thought the print was pretty nice. This is something that I would throw on with a basic outfit, tank top and some jeans, or I could even see it with like a little white dress, like a little tank dress. It's a good length. I don't think, yeah, it does have a size in here. It's an extra large, but this type of thing is just so nice to just wear on a spring or summer day. I thought it was really nice. It's like a chiffon fabric. Okay, and so the next thing I'll show you is one of the blazers, another blazer rather. So this is a men's blazer. So I do like to get men's blazers sometimes too. It just depends, because sometimes the shoulder pads can be a bit much for me, but these shoulder pads aren't bad at all, and I actually really love this print. Again, this is a men's blazer, and it doesn't even have a size. It says it's a Krupo CFT. Never heard of this brand. I did find a Tommy Hilfiger blazer, and I actually gave that to my boyfriend. He could fit that. This is one that I was going to give to him as well, but it didn't fit, and I tried it on, and I liked it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it for myself. I love the fit. Again, I'll be showing you guys how they look on me. And so the other blazer that I got, this is also another one that he couldn't fit, and I tried it on and was like, this is really nice. Really nice quality. Shoulder pads aren't too strong for me. And actually this one, I gotta see. I don't remember. I think this arm is long enough, but if not, I'm so used to doing this, you guys. Like, that's typically what I'll do with my blazers anyway when I get them, especially if they're a little bit more fitted. I'll just push them up anyway, but I just love a good blazer. Like, I have so many. I kind of was like, do you really need any more? I don't need any more blazers, but I just feel like they're the perfect layering piece in all seasons. So like in the spring or summertime, if there's a cooler night, like, they're really nice to be able to throw over your shoulder. To me, it's like a jacket. But yeah, I absolutely love this one as well. And so the next one is actually, it is a blazer that I got for myself as well. And it's just a really nice peach color. Really nice. It's a Talbot's blazer. It's a size 12. So this one fits bigger than this one. So this is your more like fitted, kind of like tailored look. This is like your oversized blazer. But I really like the pockets on this one as well. I just thought this was really nice. It is thicker though. So this one isn't super thin, but this one is definitely thicker. It feels more like the wool fabric, but I couldn't pass it up. It's fully lined. I absolutely love to see things like this because I'm a sewist. So like whenever I see something that's like fully lined or it's really nicely constructed, I always appreciate that. And that's why I really love thrifting, because you can find things like that. Not all the time in fast fashion you'll be able to find the quality in the items, but I could tell this is something that's older and it is in a really good quality. Whomever had this and donated it took a really good care of it, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, so those are all the blazers that I got. I will show you guys some of the fabrics that I ended up picking up. Actually, this is something that my son put in his cart because he also sews as well, and he was just pulling like different textiles. And this is like a tablecloth, but I have an imagination that I figured this could be like a bottom of a skirt, or I can make like a swim cover up because it is see-through. But it's literally a tablecloth, like a circle tablecloth. But again, I see textiles, I see fabric, and I just think of, what can I make that be? So I was glad that he grabbed this and he left it here for me. And he was trying to stuff his suitcase to go back home, and he was like leaving a few things, and I'm like, oh, he left this? Okay, it's mine now. So it's mine. And then I also found this bed sheet, which is cotton, and it has these rainbows on there. So sheets, textiles, it's fabric. So I grabbed it. I think this is actually from Target. I believe I've seen it in Target. Where's the tag? I thought I saw the tag. I think it's for sure a Target brand, but I'm like, it's cotton. I could make something out of this, or I could use it as muslin to make trowel makes. But yeah, absolutely love the rainbows. So yeah, I'm probably like late to the party as far as like the Goodwill bins go, but I enjoyed my experience. I'm sure that all the like resellers or thrifters who have their own shops or do like live sales all know about this, because it will be really profitable for you to go and pick up items this way to be able to resell. So yeah, again, that's not really what I thrift for, but I could totally see how it will be totally worth the investment for you to take a drive up a few times a week, depending on where you are, to find those items to curate your shop. There are locations all over. This location was the one that he had gone to before, so we went to that one. But when I was doing a Google search to let you guys know which town it was in Wisconsin, it actually pulled another location in Romeoville in Illinois that's not as far either. So there are different locations. So wherever you are, just Google Goodwill Bins. It's just a Goodwill wholesale shop. Definitely check it out. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you are new here and you like this type of content, I do sewing, I do thrift hauls. Go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you here. Also click the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. So until next time, bye.